Hello everyone, you might be thinking you have opened the wrong game, but I'm here because I want to double check things. What happened in the first game? It's been so long. Gosh, all these things happened. I mainly want to check, so Walter Keane was introduced in this chapter, right? It was the hat person. Gosh, remember when you had to switch between exploring and thinking? That was the thing. Walter Keane, that's you. Edmund Cloudsley, it's wild how much the UI has changed. Edmund Cloudsley needed a corpse, Walter Keane, along with the compasses. Oh, sorry, that's a full stop. Okay. Needed a corpse, Walter Keane, along with the compasses, delivered a coffin. Upon entering, Hardy Abe suddenly clubbed David Goran. That was the person who goes by like multiple names, right? Meanwhile, Edmund Cloudsley increased the amount of air in a sealed vase. When Jack Nails and Hardy Abe entered the room, the vase exploded and killed them both. Okay. And then, who were you? Gosh, it's going to be impossible to actually find stuff. Walter Keane. Location of my target. Why was that your target? Because this game doesn't have the like between chapter things, so well, it does have them to some degree, right? So this is your figuring out how the golden idol works. That's you saying ah. Who are you? Lucia Smith. On you also, you're one of the people at the dinner one, the one where you have to say who's sitting where at the tables. So this is the hats. Entering for hire, Hardy Abe, Jack Nails. Like, what's your reason? So you're using the coffin as an excuse to come and get the idol? But how do you know about that? Is that what's going on? Is there something else going on? Let's get out of this. I guess there are like there's like these things. Okay. Then, Sir Coroner, the bandits accidentally set off my master's laboratory chemical ingredients. What happened afterwards? Yeah, so this is the one that goes by different names. I can't remember the other names. I managed to fend the rest of them off, but my master, Lord Edmund Cloudsley, got caught in the blast, which severely disfigured him, and soon afterwards he died. No, he didn't. Okay. I'm hearing more scribbling. Okay. And yes, this is the dinner. And so that's you, yeah. Same person for sure. What was happening here? Dockhand Steward wanted Edmund Clancy dead. Okay, yeah, there's the little secret society thing. This thing. Let's have a look. Walter Keane was challenged to a dispute ritual. He, along with David Goran, ambushed Darkhand Initiate. David Goran, posing as Darkhand Initiate, signaled to Walter Keane with a tankard which cup had no poison. Jeffrey Sinclair drank the other cup and died. Meanwhile, Lazarus Hearst passed the Inception ritual to become... Okay, so Walter Keane and Lazarus Hearst teamed up, didn't they, after that previous thing? That's the little secret thing that happened that it doesn't show you. I guess they saw the power of the golden idol and decided like, oh, we can do something with this. If you like, we can use this to become heads of the secret society and then take over the world. I think that was like the plan. But then they're against each other by the end, right? And why is that? Lazarus Hearst jumped from the lighthouse using the idol to demonstrate the miracle of flying and become Griffin reborn. Angus McBain jumped from the lighthouse afterwards, which resulted in Angus McBain's death. Right, so this is these are the like the seven seas people. Is that what it's called? Seven something. Is that on here? There's like something here that has that. Is it here? Here? No. How do I go back down? Oh, like this. Okay. Was there an arrow? I didn't see an arrow. No, there's no arrow. Weird. Okay. JT. Like, is the 7, whatever it is, like, basically the same thing as this secret society cult thing? I swear there's a reference to it here in some way. No? Hats, that's you, Walter Keane. And you've shown you can do some kind of miracle. They're all in on it. I swear there's a reference to the organization here. Is there not? Yeah, I looked at these already. Okay, hold on, let's go back here. What about this one? So this was at the estate place. And this is when they're like, this is them like trying to take power, I guess. James Turner drugged Leopold Blanchard in the library and stole a button. Meanwhile, in the tea house, all these names. Ooh, yeah, here we go. That was the name that came up. Yep. Bergen 2 drugged Gideon Bell and stole a Lemurian seal from the salon. In the salon at around noon, Alistair Koch killed Augustus Valentine and planted the button on him to frame Leopold Blanchard. Okay. All these names, who are these people? August Valentine is the victim, the boomerang is the murder weapon, the salon's where he was murdered, body was found by Leopold Blanchard. Apparently I don't have stuff filled in. Wait, there are empty slots? Did I never finish this? Surely I did. I must have come back and accidentally undone stuff at some point. Maybe I never filled it in? Can you get to the next level without filling this in? I don't think so, because it's just 36 out of 36. Oh, that's the words though, right? I'm not sure. Can I remember what was going on? The young man, who's that? It's you. Weren't you... Oh my gosh. Why am I solving these now? Somebody here has like have a record of what people said. Gideon. But things are out of order, aren't they? You were just like in the grounds. Or the tea house? Wait, can you pick these up again? Oh, I can't remember how anything works. Tea house. I can do it from there. The prince. I can't remember. Also the tea house. Okay, cool. I've solved the case from the original game again. Okay, so this all happened, sure. But then when did they... What was going on at this point? This is when they were stealing people's years. Who is it that died here? 3 years have passed since all the parties seized power during a tribunal. Gideon Bell is judged to have the largest merit deduction in all tribunal history. This gives punishment idle... Okay, so yeah, that's... Oh gosh, that's the young man. Okay. Okay, it doesn't really explain the story other than that, though. So who's who here? This is the one... Yeah, what's your name? What is your name? Your real name? Maybe we've never known your real name. Okay. So it basically became the Order Party. This is Lazarus Hearst, aka, what's his face? Edmund Cloudsley. What's his face here? Walter Keane? How do I go back down? Oh, here. None of these, right? It's not you. You're the lawyer. What's the lawyer's name? What is the lawyer's name? You show up in a much earlier case. If we go right back here. Here. Where I think your name will be given. Nicholas Maker. Nicholas Maker. David Goran. So that is the name you've been taken. Oh, maybe that is your real name, David Goran. Then Willard Wright is... Who is Willard Wright? Who is Willard Wright? That's Edmund Cloudesley over there. Willard Wright. Don't you have more significance? Whew. Take the idol from Willard Wright. I bequeath you the golden idol of Xenopolis. You'll know what to do with it. And who are you? You're not David Goran. David Goran's the one who has many names throughout. You take, yeah, like Ash Blair as a name, don't you? Who are you? Willard Wright. Oh, don't you die? You die in the next one. The, here. Do you die here? Fight ensued upstairs and Willard Wright got stabbed with a dagger. Yes, okay, so you died there, so you're not too important. Except you are, because you're part of the... Yeah, you're a Proud Beast Master or whatever. Okay. Okay. Alright, so then, yeah, so what happens with... So here, in fact, is there a... Oh, are these summaries? These are summaries, okay. There's also this. This is them taking over, right? Yeah. I can trust you. Yep, Lazarus Hurst. His brother's artifact that I removed from the traitor Keen. Let me... Traitor. What makes Keen a traitor? Basically what happened to the... Basically what happened to the bird bath in Rise of the Golden Idol. Was that the main game? That was the main game, yeah. The traitor. So you're saying traitor after this point. How did you become a traitor? You're not a traitor there, right? You're helping. That's Walter Keane, I think. I don't think you're even involved in this one, are you? No. Unless we just didn't have to name you. That is you, right? Yeah, Walter Keane. What makes you a traitor? Maybe it's explained more in the final chapter, which isn't actually the final chapter, but... Walter Keane. Early in the morning, Lazarus Hurst went to the manor to kidnap Mary Batley because Lazarus Hurst wanted to have the ideal wife. Before noon, James Turner and Alistair Cock went out to try and find Lazarus Hurst. Instead, they found the golden idol at the manor. On the way back, they started to fight over it. Oh, that's because... Okay, so we need to read this bit. Early in the morning, Peter Batley killed Lazarus Hurst at the manor. Yes, that was the end of Lazarus Hurst. Or maybe. As the... Crossroads. Over the... They went to find Lazarus Hurst, found the golden idol after Lazarus Hurst had been killed, and then they had a fight over the golden idol there, I think. And Alistair Cock got the thing. In the afternoon, David Goran went to the cabin to kill Walter Keane, because Walter Keane had tried to blackmail Lazarus Hurst to get back his lost years. To get back his lost years. So there was like a notes place where we two first met. Right, this is the place where the coffin was brought, of course. And that is, so you've lost years. Isn't it poetic that you've fallen for the same trap as you did all those years ago? Straw men are your bane. Okay. And there's a straw man in the coffin, right. And what did you... Was there like a letter sent to Lazarus Hurst that's in here somewhere? Mm-hmm. 32 things from me, of course. That's what you would say. If you refuse, I will make the story of your true origins known to the other party leaders. At 11:30 on May 15th, meet me at the place the idol was stolen from. Our brotherhood and poor Willard Wright met his death, which is the inn. Come alone and bring proof something personal of yours to give to the veiled woman. Tie your reply to the pigeon and release it from the cage. It will find me. That's going to the inn, though. So how did they know to go to the other place? Like, that's probably explained. It's not really explained there, is it? But it was definitely explained in the scene somewhere. What's just that? How do we go up? There we go. Yeah, this is this scene where Lazarus Hearst maybe died. Wait. Okay, this is this one. What's this say again? And how did you get this note? You'll find me in the place where we two first met. There we can talk. I don't remember. Discuss your compensation. So what was the... Yeah, why did they end up changing sides? That's what I mainly want to understand. Like, is there something about Lazarus Hearst in here? Not Lazarus Hearst, about Walter Keane in here. None of these are Walter Keane. None of these are Walter Keane. Keane does show up though, so if I look around, Walter Keane will be mentioned somewhere. Aha! Flirted 3 times with different married women during the party convention, wore ridiculous headgear at 5 public events, claimed he had not betrayed High Arbiter Lazarus during his ritual of ascendance, expelled from the party of order. So I guess we don't really know the details behind that, but your years were taken from you. And you took vengeance in the next one, I guess. If I'm missing any details from this, please let me know. It's hard to catch up. So this is a summary of the whole game, isn't it? Sebastian Clancy left the idol to the Brotherhood in his will, but then David Gorin, on Edmund Clancy's orders, stole the idol and accidentally stabbed Willard Wright. Accidentally. The Brotherhood tasked Walter Keane to punish Edmund Clancy and recover the idol, but his attempts were fruitless. That's okay, so that's why you went there, to the place with the coffin. During one attempt, Walter Keane was captured and Edmund Clancy convinced him to join his side. Edmund Clancy used the idol to make himself young and infiltrated the Brotherhood under the new identity of Lazarus Hearst. Then he claimed to be Griffin Reborn and transformed the Brotherhood into the Order Party. Brotherhood Masters James Turner and Alistair Cock helped Lazarus Hearst seize power in the country and enforce the rule of virtues by taking youth away from common people and giving it to the Order Party members. Right before the final showdown with the uncooperative king, Lazarus Hearst wanted to kidnap Mary Batley but was shot by Peter Batley and the idol was broken. Yeah, this is skipping out some of the detail with Walter Keane, but sure, whatever, they fell out. Okay, I think that's enough. Although this is you again, isn't it? I swear it, yes, with these powers I will do whatever is necessary to build a better world. But this is back in time, right? This particular moment. This is their first time they've like stolen somebody's youth, right? Or stolen years from someone. I think they tried it on him. Okay, whatever. That's enough. All right. I'm going to jump back over to the game I'm actually playing at the moment, and we'll do a proper case. All right. I'll see you in a second. Okay, we are back. Time to do an actual Rise of the Golden Idol Curse of the Last Reaper case. Here we go. Sickness and health. The law of the jungle takes its toll. Okay, the law of the jungle. Okay, yep, we're doing that again. I think that's going to be a consistent thing for every case here. 32 words, 40 spots. What's going on with these people? They're like green. Where should we go first? Let's do the tents later, I think. Let's just look at you. So my punishment is the only reason I'm alive. My punishment is the only reason I'm alive. Don't think I recognize you. You've got a stopwatch or pocket watch or something. I guess it's just a pocket watch. Alright. I swear I didn't know you won't shoot a sick woman, will you? Okay, you've got some problem with your skin. It doesn't look like blood, it looks like yeah, it looks like red patches on your skin. And you're crying as well. And you've got a knife. I swear I didn't know you won't shoot a sick woman, will you? So you're clearly very nervous or angry or something right now because you're shaking. So my punishment is the only reason I'm alive. Have these all gotten some sickness? I mean, you don't look great. Okay, interesting. Wait, is that the handle of a sword? Doesn't look like it could be, but you do have a sword on you, but what is that? The man's not breathing. I never would have guessed. Can we tell anything else about you? Looks like you've got... Like, I was thinking that was hair, but maybe is this... This is not the person with the... what I now know is just a wooden prosthetic nose. Is it? Okay, it's quite hard to see, but like there's also, you can see it down here, there's a bit of that, whatever that fibre is, like sticking up that way. So no, I don't think that is there. But you are conveniently covering your nose. So maybe we check what you're wearing in a previous scene or something. I think you were wearing a red thing, weren't you? I think they're all covering their noses, aren't they? To be sneaky. The man's not breathing. You've also got a sword, you've got an axe. And you've got some symbols on your hand. Like a lightning bolt, a 7, and an A or something like that. The man's not breathing. You got a T on your back? On the back of your neck? Or there could just be like a crease in your skin, I guess. Or it could be something that's actually there. Okay, so the fire is out. It's still... Oh, it's hard to tell because there's like fog going past, but it appears there's still smoke coming off this. So it's like recently lit, I think. Although, smouldering fires do take a long time to stop smouldering. Okay, tents. So there's a bag here with vials and like a scalpel and a syringe. And then some scissors and other things, possibly a doctor or somebody, a medic of some sort, or a surgeon. There's not much else in there. There's a sleeping bag, or whatever. Okay. Some shoes. Do we have anyone barefoot? Yeah, you're barefoot. We can't see your feet though. Okay. So it looks like maybe two people in here. March 7th, it is a sorrowful thing what befell Walter Keane. Okay, I liked him, he never hit me, not even once. Hold on, okay, before I continue with this, let me remind myself why I was interested in checking the previous thing. So was anybody mentioned here that was a familiar name? Names... I don't think so. Those are all new names. Okay. I think they're all new names. Okay. I'll check both the cases, but I'll also check the outside case stuff in a second. Check the events. Because, like, Walter Keane was mentioned somewhere, and that's why I was interested in going back, and now I don't remember where. Any names on... Walter Keane was on this ship. Is this before... Well, you've been crossed out as though you're dead, but maybe you're not dead, maybe you just left or something. Is this before or after the events of the first game? I would guess before, but I don't know for certain. Any other familiar names here? None that ring a bell immediately. Alistair Sims, it was Alistair Cock in the other thing. Let me see. Okay, let me jump to the between chapter things. So like, is it these things? Oh, that's that. This? Nicholas Maker. Ah, so you're the lawyer. Okay. President of the Noble Seven Seas Company. When did you become president? Esteemed gentlemen, on the 27th of February, a Lemurian vessel was unlawfully attacked and their cargo pillaged. This incident has enraged the Lemurians even more than such acts typically warrant. Accordingly, I hereby issue the following strict orders. Okay. Okay. What's this again? Walter Keane, Ergin 2. It is with the deepest gratitude that I put pen to paper, for it was by your noble hand that I was delivered from certain doom during the reign of the Order Party. It was? How? The time has come to repay my debt in kind, as is the custom of Lemuria, a life for a life. Instead, unfortunate events have rendered you a shadow of the man you once were. Right. Your age has been taken from you. Okay, on the 27th day of February, the Lemurian Sentinel vessel shall depart from the Azure heaven and make its course to the volcanic isle of Craven Rock. Aboard shall be borne a number of sacred relics destined for the annual ritual of restraint. Among these artifacts is one of singular power known as the Wish Bloom. You will know it by its unmistakable fragrance, both sweet and strong. Hold on, I also want to check. Here. It was on this bit somewhere. It's not one of these. Okay, I was wondering if it was one of those. Alright. Okay. Wish Bloom shall know by its unmistakable fragrance, both sweet and strong. Should you come into possession of this gift, you will become a new man. My soul, so this is like going to give you youth somehow. Bergen 2. Okay. I don't quite get how your life was saved by Walter Keane. But whatever, it's fine. Alright. So where was I? Looking in this tent, wasn't I? March 7th. It is a sorrowful thing what befell Walter Keane. I liked him, he never hit me, not even once. Ah, drowsiness doth overtake me, and the witch proclaims herself stricken with illness. Well, you said you're stricken with illness, I guess. I liked him, he never hit me. I mean, that's the one thing I need to be true about somebody to like them. Not even once. So what happened to Walter Keane? This. Has anybody got a hat? So there's a sack here rather than a bag. No shoes, there's a book. Which is that book. Okay, so I'm not looking in the sack, I'm looking at that book down there. March 7th, March 8th. Okay. Concerning. I see the lightning bolt, the 7 and the 4 though, okay. Oh mighty Dagon, I saw the dreaded Spitflies again. Avert marks of the deadly disease from my body. Take others. The witch claims she has preventative cure for the fever in her kit. If this is true, give poor Tom a sign. Is that you? Are you referring to yourself there, Tom? Okay. Dagon's your god, I guess. And this is how you do that, and so that's presumably going to be you, which I was thinking, so like blonde hair, red, like bandana type thing. I swear you did have something red. You do. You certainly do. Have we ever seen your hands? Don't see anything on the back of your hands? Oh yeah, don't forget that you were sick as well. Who is your son? My actual son, in this case, I believe. Anything else I could tell? Like the waistcoat, white. And the stagger. Blonde, though. Are you blonde in the other one? Or can I not tell because of the bandana? You're not blonde. Yeah, okay. Okay. We're also wearing different things, but that doesn't necessarily mean anything. Okay. Are you facing the other way? Okay. I thought that was a mark of some sort. It's like clearly been scribbled over the top to give it some texture, but it's like scribbled over the whatever, the thing that holds the bag closed. Whatever you call that. There's another bag here. Captain's Journal, March 6th. Continuing our journey to destination. March 7th. Did what was supposed to be done. Bastard got what he wanted and what he deserved. What a jest. Did what was supposed to be done. He wanted what he deserved. What a jest. March 8th, heading back, Ada reports slight fever. Ada has red marks. Twerp slept on duty. Couldn't keep his eyes open for 4 measly hours. Penalty of death by withholding something. I am truly a genius. Penalty of death by withholding something. By withholding something. Oh, there's more in there. There's a map. It's the real one, the real map. Watch duty. Jacques Triton. Okay, the captain. So we're back in time then. Because Jacques Triton was the original captain. Cyril Amiot, Tom Adkin, and also like Walter Keane's being mentioned as well. Tom Adkin, Stephen Garner. So are we... I think we're going back in time in all three of... we're going back in time across all 3 cases in both times. I think them going to see the ship was before them all being in the bar later on, I think, maybe? Is there any way to know that for certain? I'm not sure. Ada Baker. Exempt due to illness. Ada Baker. Wasn't that a name we just saw somewhere? Ada Baker. Or was Ada Baker from a previous one here? Who's Ada Baker? We don't have any names here, so that's not useful. Was Ada Baker must have been on here then? Because presumably all of those names are on here. Ada Baker surgeon. Are you also from? Are you also a name from before? Ada Baker. Maybe. It sort of rings a bell. Okay. Ada's red marks, okay. Gosh, it's like such a big story now with like the first game, it's 2 DLCs and then the sequel and then it's 4 DLCs. It's huge and everything's non-linear and all over the place. It's impossible to keep in your head all at once. At least I find it impossible. Cyril Amiot. So we try and look for all these names in that other thing. Cyril Amiot, Tom Adkins, Stephen Garner. Stefan. Cyril Amiot. Stephen Garner. Oh, the powder monkey. Okay, yeah, the kid. And then the other one was it Tom Adkin? Ferris Hassan ship, also dead. So you're the only one that's still alive and you're sick. Okay. Yep. It's adding up. So this is definitely pre this, and this is why they're voting on who should be next. Who should be the captain next. Because they're all dead from the fever. Whatever it is. And Ada was gone as well in the other one. Okay. 12 to 1. 1 to 2, 2 to 4, 4 to 8. Okay, so they get longer. Exempt due to illness. Okay. Is this midnight? Yeah, it will be. Although, it's bothering me that they've switched from... Like, if it's 24-hour time, which it normally would be if you've got 0 before the hour, when it's a single-digit hour, then that should be written 00. Unless it means from midday the previous day to 1 AM the next day. That's inconsistent writing style for the times. Anyway. There's like a little pipe there, I think, or something. Maybe I could correlate that with somebody else. Okay. You seem pretty captainy. Your like get up over here. Is that sword like sticking through your boot? No, your boot's just on top of it. Okay. Okay, I think that's everything here. Not seeing anything else to click on. In which case, into the future. Oh gosh. Oh dear. Somebody's been crucified. What's this green thing? Some cigarettes. What's this? Black Raven and whiskey. Okay, some whiskey. What's this? Is it like a rolled up like cigar or cigarette or something, but like made out of leaves or something, possibly? Or is it a finger? Is it a finger that's green? Because we have just seen green people. I'm not sure what we're looking at there. You got a ring on. So this is the order. This is the what's the name of that secret society? This is their ring. So the man's not breathing. Got a blue tongue. What's that? It's like looking very blue here, but not here. It's like something made of glass, I think. You've eaten the mushroom, maybe, or maybe not. Ooh, AS. That was... Oh. But you were alive here. Maybe this one's... Okay, maybe this one's going forwards then. Maybe that's the thing. Was the map to find this ship? Maybe. AS. Oh, yeah, your monocle. Okay. So it is you. Okay, so I think the future one's going forwards in time, and the past one's going backwards in time. Monocle, your hair's like that, your lips are like that. Very weird lips, actually. Can we check that against here? Although you look a bit unwell, so... Yeah, your lips are very similar. Okay. Spirit Journey with Don Hernan. Yellow Amanita, low levels of Neurozinth. Neurozinth, calming effect is suitable for loving kindness meditation. Not to be confused with Wizard's Hat. Yeah, right, they have similar top to them. But the Wizard's Hat has this bit at the middle, which that one has on it as well. Murky Cone Cup. Medium levels of Neurozinth. Gently discover your connection with the loving cosmos. Wizard's Hat, high level of Neurozinth. Beware, you can meet your shadow. For experienced practitioners only. I think this person might have met his shadow. Expedition contract. Okay, same thing, but this has been changed. Ah, because you... Yeah, you got pulled into the water by something? 45%. So basically, if somebody dies, it goes to you instead. Has everybody else agreed to that? Don Hernan. You're just the person who gives advice about this, I guess. Got a gun. Okay, what are you up to? Come quick, Myrtle. Maybe we can still save him. So Myrtle's got the medical bag. Let's see. Every ring, gun. You don't look like you care so much. First aid. Was there anything else on you? Hold on. Just the gun. You're the explorer-y one. Okay. Okay. Symptoms. Hallucinogen overdose. Suffocation. Blue tongue. Damaged intestines. Okay. But maybe you have a blue tongue for a different reason. Maybe you've just been eating ice lollies. Presence of nerve agent or head trauma manifests as dilated pupils, mixed up or heightened sensory inputs. Well, no, your eyes are not dilated, but maybe something else's are. Yours are. Maybe we can still save him. Yours are not, okay. Yours are definitely dilated. Then they would dilate if you were in a dark area under trees. That's exactly what would happen. To let more light in, so. Blue skin tone can be caused by low body temperature or oxygen deficit in blood. Normal skin tone, red skin tone, well, you're clearly more red than usual, can be caused by high body temperature or oxygen oversaturation, whereas the blue means suffocation, so you'd expect those to never come together, so that's an interesting combo. Low oxygen in blood, typically caused by blocked airways, lung malfunction, heart malfunction, miscellaneous. Well, that's useful. Abnormal body temperature, typically caused by external environments. Some chemicals can also induce it. Okay. Blood agents. I thought this was going to mention the chemical from the mushrooms, but I guess not yet. Ferraxin, pink paste used in industrial processing. If ingested, blocks organs' ability to retrieve oxygen from blood, causing suffocation, fatal. Right, so you could still have oxygen in your blood, but this would block that from being used by your organs, which makes you suffocate, which will cause the blue tongue. So that's possibly what's going on here. Adrenochrome, brown liquid, heart stimulant. If overdose, stops heart, fatal. Morticium, dark blue liquid, anti-parasite drug. If overdose, causes extreme airway inflammation leading to blockage, fatal. Anti-parasite. Overdose, cause extreme airway inflammation leading to blockage. I guess that could also do it, but then you wouldn't have oxygen in your blood. Frig X, white pill, sleep drug. If overdose, cools body, damages liver, fatal. So yeah, that seems very relevant to you. Nerve agents, here we go, here it is. Curatil, purple liquid, hallucinogen. If overdose overheats body, damages all digestive system, fatal. Vont 42, white powder, pesticide. If overdose overheats body, causes brain death, fatal. Promodal salt, white liquid, anesthetic. If overdose, paralyzes lungs, fatal. Neurozinth, yellow powder, hallucinogen. So there is like I think that's just bits of mushroom though, so it'd be hard to tell. It's not like the powder itself. Hallucinogen, if overdose leads to extreme nausea, non-fatal. Okay. Nausea. Have you been sick? Maladetaria, spread by swamp mosquitoes. Symptoms, vomiting, high temperature, fever. Tropical diseases, I see. Scarlet fever. Spread by tropical spitfly. Symptoms, red pock marks. Very high temperature, yellowing eyes. Well, in the past, somebody had red pock marks. Yellowing eyes. Well, they're very blue, so... Oh my gosh. So we're going to have to apply future first aid knowledge to the past, aren't we? I'm going to have to cross-reference that once we get more details, I think. Apparently I've looked at this already. There's the map. Wait, so in the past, obviously they had the real map, and they were looking for something. And maybe even found something. And then the stuff on the ship happened. And all that stuff happened. And then in the future, they've all got the maps, but there's only one that's real, and we know this one's the real one. The ship's cigarettes, who was it that had those? Is it just the same guy? Is it not here? Wrong place, although... Who was it that had the real thing? It was this one, you. Got no cigarettes. Over here. Also no cigarettes. So did somebody else get the... But this is yours. Yes, this was yours, because that's the wet horse. Yep, okay, so that adds up. Okay. What's this? It's a yellow powder, maybe? Have you poisoned somebody? Yellow powder. Yellow powder. First, this extreme nausea, non-fatal. Non-fatal, though. So the mushrooms wouldn't cause this. Okay. And you knew what you were doing as well. You were aware of the mushroom thing. So this has been faked. Okay. I think the mushroom has just been placed there to make it look like that's what's happened. Okay, over here. They've all come very well prepared with their first aid kits. Those cigarettes, somebody else did have those. The aeroplane things, so this will be... maybe... no, not her. Or is it Myrtle? No, it's you, isn't it? Eliza Swan. Yep, okay. So now that's finally coming useful. I guess we could have checked for the cigarettes as well, but I think that is implying that. Eliza Swan, white powder. It could just be makeup or something? Okay. It's probably you over here. Let's look at all the tents first. But everybody has like a powder in their thing. What on earth am I looking at here? Is that toilet roll and a bunch of pedals? And then what? Is this just like an all-in-one something or other? Like travel kit. It's like a radio and toilet roll. Is that toilet roll? It looks like toilet roll to me. What's the pedals for? There's headphones. And there's a mustache grooming kit. That's probably for you. Pink cigarettes here. Okay. Some kind of bear or animal on there. Oh, these green things. That's one of those, clearly. It probably is a cigar of some sort. Some white pills, I think. Yeah, everybody's got something, haven't they? And... ooh, interesting. This is the explorer's vehicle, but I guess you wouldn't necessarily park next to your tent. But I guess there's other people with mustaches as well, though, so... okay. More things in here. Pink cigarettes again. Drawings. Who do we know draws? I guess they're drawings of animals, but I was just thinking like, oh, you've got the bear or whatever this is. I don't think it is a bear, it's something else on there. Maybe we can figure that out later. So you're an artist. Who's an artist out of all these people? I'm not sure. Okay. Are you theorizing that humans evolved into dinosaurs? Okay, so there's roots here and there's some kind of pollen or something going through the air. What? What is this? Two circles joined with a plus. It's going to mean something at some point, I think. Right now it's not meaning anything to me. That was all those. Apparently I've missed something here. What have I missed? Oh, the ring. I think just that. Yeah. Okay, we'll look at these people first. Yes, it seems someone is living here. But don't you see, Eliza? They are not attacking us. They are trying to scare us away. That means they are themselves afraid, so we needn't be. We should push on. Still, Jasper, Mr. Monocle is afraid, and if he wants us to return home, we can't refuse because he owns the ship. Surely you can see that as well as everyone else. Okay, can't refuse. But isn't this Mr. Monocle? Although your hair does look different. You look younger. But is that because of the thing about the... or like, have you like killed him so that you can stay? Possibly. You got brown hair, blue eyes, a ring on your finger, a monocle, and the AS thing. Does that all add up? I don't think you have brown hair, do you? That is grey hair. Yes, grey hair. AS ring. It does mostly add up. Blue eyes. So has something made you younger somehow? Or is it just lighting? Could just be lighting, I guess. Can we see which finger the ring is on? For you, it's on your ring finger. For you, it's actually on your middle finger. That's kind of interesting. And in fact, who even has rings here? You've got one. Oh, I can't see it. I can see yours. It's on your ring finger. You don't. So those two are part of that society then, together. Yeah, nobody else does. The bird cigarettes is you. Oh, but we already know where you are. Okay. Which other cigarettes do we have? You're the one that's interested in animals. Okay. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. 2 more spots. Are they both up here? Go home. Oh, okay. So here's our sailor man who got dragged off the boat. Uh-huh. Wait, you're part of the thing? Are you? The man's not breathing, of course. Were you part of that? The leg cutting crew? I guess you must have been. I'm liking the difficulty of this this set of cases, this DLC. Because you paid... No, you didn't. None of that was true. Okay. So yeah, you might, I guess, just be part of that crew. It's definitely you with that kind of beard and moustache. Yeah. That's right. Okay. Now, so it's asking about who's in which tents and the deaths and then the events. Okay. Although is it asking about future tense or past tense? Past tense. Okay, let's try and figure out. It's probably asking about both. So there are 5 people here, and there were 2 beds in that tent. Do we have is one of these Lazarus? Not Lazarus. Walter Keane. This is in the past. Okay, let's see what we can figure out. You got medical stuff. You've got this. Who's the medic here? What is this? I guess it's meant to be your sword, but how weird. Because it is the same kind of colour. It doesn't match up. It's kind of like the thing in the previous case. Sort of thing. So March 7th. How does that line up with this? I think it's the second day here, March 7th. So is the person referenced there the same as here? Yeah. Okay. So Walter Keane died here, I think. Did what's supposed to be done. What was supposed to be done? That's not breathing. Bare feet. Like, were you together in here? No, I don't think so. Drowsiness doth overtake me, and the witch proclaims herself stricken with illness. So I reckon you wrote this. He never hit me, not even once. Like, that just to me gives me like like the sense that one of these women, it's like the expectation that men hit women or whatever in 1797. Like, they've got that expectation, and And you're saying, well, this Walter Keene's actually nice. He's never hit me, not even once. That's what's going on there, I think. This is maybe the two women in one tent. Then this is the captain with the thing. You've got like a little thingy. I think that's a little pipe or something. Ada's red marks. Twerp slept on duty. Couldn't keep his eyes open for 4 measly hours. Ah, I see. So we can connect that with this. Here, Stephen Garner, which is the kid. So one of these is the kid. Wait, but isn't one we saying this is in the past? Yeah, we're saying this is in the past. It can't be one of the dead ones. What's the... hold on. Back here. What do you look like? Is the one with the gun this person? Have I misgendered you? Possibly. Possibly. So my punishment is the only reason I'm alive. Right, there's a punishment here. Penalty of death by withholding something. What does that even mean? It's not penalty of death for withholding something, it's penalty of death by withholding something. I don't quite get that grammatically. Couldn't keep his eyes open for 4 measly so yeah, maybe you're just the twerp? What are you wearing? That, and you've got a gun, and a knife, and that thing. It could be you? But then where are you in all this? You can't be dead if we're going back in time here. Wait, hold on. Yeah, this is obviously later. I'm definitely a bit confused. So we don't get to see anything that's on you. All the people on the ground are covering their noses. Are they not dead? Sickness and health. I mean, they don't look great, do they? You're blonde. You're bald. You've got like red eyes and your pupils are dilated. Your eyes are covered, you're looking the other way. Okay. I'm struggling to even understand who's who here. Well, okay, so tense-wise, I think you are from there. That makes you who? Tom... somebody. Tom... it was on this list. Adkin. The... Tom Adkin. The... I think it just was a seaman. Yes, okay. Okay. And so by the thing, you're dead. Okay, so that's you, Tom Adkin. Here. What can we tell about you? Not a whole lot. So what other names do we have? We have... So, okay, so the other one's not even here. The other Garner's not here at all. Jack Triton is going to be one of the dead ones. Probably you, considering your outfit. It seems very captain-y to me. Okay. So Ada's presumably you. Ada Baker. I swear I didn't know you won't shoot a sick woman, will you? Didn't know what. Punishment is the only reason I'm alive. Yeah, you must be the twerp. And these are all dead. So, yeah. So, Captain... Jacques Triton. So then we've got Cyril Amiot, the second in command, and then Tom Adkin, who we know who that is. So you must be Cyril Amiot, or whatever your name was. And how do I know that? So that means you're in this tent, Cyril. There's a sorrowful thing, what befell Walter Keane. I liked him, he never hit me, not even once. Drowsiness doth overtake me, and the witch proclaims herself stricken with illness. And Walter Keane's not here. I guess it was a couple of days ago, but the body wouldn't still be around, right? So we have Ada Baker, Garner, is that your name? Whoever it was. Yeah. Tom Adkin over here, Cyril Amiot here, Jacques Triton here, and that is everybody that's visible. And you, and so you're staying in the same tent as you, for whatever reason. Why? And you've only got a bag because you're not like as high up. You're just the powder monkey. Sorrel thing, what befell Walter Keane? I liked him. He never hit me, not even once. Okay, so maybe my interpretation of this is a historical gendered thing is not correct. Drowsiness doth overtake me, and the witch proclaims herself stricken with illness. Oh, drowsiness. Oh yeah, sorry. On the 8th. Was that? I guess is that just every day, maybe. And yeah, you said. So it slept on duty, couldn't keep his eyes open for 4 measly hours. And that was on the 9th. Yeah, okay, I guess you're still tired. There's a sorrowful thing. Oh no, I guess that is specifically on the 9th then, because, not that, because you're ill at that point. And you reported that then. Okay, on the 8th. Okay, so you're staying in the same tent as you. I think is what's happening there. Okay, so you got red splotchy skin. These have got green skin. Let's try and figure out what that means then from this stuff. Was it here? Yes. Skin. Blue skin tone, I guess? Can be caused by, it's definitely very green, can be caused by low body temperature or oxygen deficit in the blood. So low temperature or oxygen deficit in the blood. Okay. Blocked airways, lung malfunction, heart malfunction. Something to do with the fire? Where am I going? Here. They've all like suffocated somehow. Eyes dilated. Has the same thing happened to all of them or not? Eyes. Where's that? Here. Nerve agent or head trauma. So probably nerve agent. Okay. Oh, tongues. Okay, anything interesting? Can we see them? No, of course. Your hands are your... It's interesting that they're like, you're covering your ears, you're covering your eyes, and you're covering your mouth. It's like the see no evil, speak no evil, etc. That is kind of curious, isn't it? Why would that have happened? Why would that have happened? They've all suffocated, basically. Somehow. Or they've had low oxygen in their blood. And seemingly you have some kind of nerve agents. Let's go back to that then. Oh, why am I going to do the case? Completely the wrong thing to go to. Nerve agents. Damages all digestive system fatal. So it's possible you've just had a nerve agent. Paralyzes lungs, that would do it. Fatal. Promidal salt, white liquid, anesthetic. So if there's a nerve agent and it's also caused them, like, it feels like it's probably that, an overdose of promidal salt. So what evidence do we have of that then? A white powder, it said, I think? Was it white powder? Into that. White liquid. White liquid. Any evidence of a white liquid? A fish. And the note in the middle. Dreaded spitflies again. Avert marks of the deadly disease from my body. Take others. Which claims she has a preventive cure for the fever in her kit. Does she now? Where's her kit? Here. Could it be that? Have they all been... The witch. And... I think that's you. And you got the red splotchiness, which you do get from... Oh my gosh, this is a lot to keep in your head. This is like the ultimate test for my style of play. Red pockmarks. Spitfly. So, you thought that this thing was going to protect people from this, but it actually did something else? It actually was a neurotoxin and killed them? And you never gave it to them, but you... Shit, sick one, will you? My punishment is the only reason I live. I'm not following that yet. Penalty of death by withholding something. I'm truly a genius. By withholding something. I don't understand that sentence whatsoever. Penalty of death by withholding something. What if they withheld? And the withholding is going to kill them? Or is it just badly written? It's meant to say penalty of death for withholding something, and they withheld, they like kept a secret or something, and then they've been punished to death? What was your punishment? Can I figure that out? So yeah, it's definitely you. What was your punishment? Oh, to not receive the... I swear I didn't know. To not receive the white liquid. Why did you just decide to give people that? You just were mistaken? You thought it was the right thing? Okay, I guess has a preventive cure for the fever in her kit. If this is true, give poor Tom a sign. I see the fish is part of the ritual here, right? What's the sign? Avert master dead sea from my body. If this is true, so you must have received some sign that made you go, oh, it's true. What would that sign have been? I assume you've drawn this on the ground, right? You've got that on your hand. I assume it didn't just appear on your hand or something, right? If this is true, give poor Tom a sign. What would the sign have been? I'm not sure. But I think that's what's happened. And you've gone along with it. You've all taken that serum and you've all died. You didn't take it for some reason. Why didn't you take it? Which tent are you staying in? So that's you. Oh, so you're staying in this tent, of course. Why didn't you take it? Why didn't you take it? So I think the next case is gonna be about this. I think that's a mystery that I'm not supposed to be resolving right now. Okay, well that's fine. Can I necessarily say for certain that you are the captain? Just by how you're dressed, I guess? Then what have you got over your face and why? It kind of looks like your own hair, but I don't think it is. Why are you holding that hair there, or whatever it is? Let's jump ahead. Okay, tent's here. So this is who? This is you? Yes, for sure. You've got the yellow powder. This is Eliza, you. There's a white powder here. I think it's just makeup. Do you have anything? Like maybe? Okay. And is there a place where the medical bag is missing? One there, one there. Here, okay. So you were in that tent, I'm gonna guess. You grabbed your own thing. What's all this about? And is there... So the pink cigarettes here. And there's pink cigarettes in another one as well, aren't there? So were you... Are those meant to be cigars or something? I guess so. Got a crown on the box. White pills. I reckon you've been poisoned by somebody intentionally, and this has been set up to be misleading. So they won't be able to save him because you don't know what's going on. Who? Black Raven or whiskey? Why is this here? Black Raven whiskey. So I think Jasper Wiles is not happy with you because A, you want to leave because you're getting scared of this thing, and B, you're taking additional spoils. I think that's what's going on. So I think Jasper Wiles has done this. I think this is a red herring. Okay. We can still save him. Let's see. Yes. Is this your whiskey or something else? It's like, are we high up above the thing here, like up a slope or something? Is this a path, or are we just in the wilderness around this little grove? Black Raven, a whiskey. Was there anything about like red liquids? Is it red? It's like red, orange, not purple. Pink paste. White pills, sleep drug. So which of these was I thinking about? Paralyzes lungs. But I want something that... No, you've still got oxygen in your lungs. But... Sorry, you still got oxygen in your blood. But the oxygen is not getting to the rest of your body. Retrieve oxygen from blood if ingested. Pink paste used in industrial processing, causing suffocation, fatal. So I think that's what's happened to you. And you don't have dilated pupils, whereas actually you do, which is curious. But maybe there's nothing to read into that. So no neurotoxin, so not one of these. So yeah, I reckon it's this, pink paste. Is there a pink paste like in the whiskey? Is it not meant to be this color? It is kind of pink. Is there something in this stuff? So I reckon that just means that is your... Yeah, it's just so that we know that is your tent. Okay, and there's the white pills here, but I guess they're just your own pills. So how you ended up with that whiskey, I guess, is my next question. What is this about? I have no idea. Okay, is it meant to be pollen? Why is it red? When the flower's red. And then something about the root system. Like, are we doing the whole, like, well, it's not a mushroom. I was going to say, like, the whole thing about mushrooms communicating through their root systems. I always kind of find that a bit annoying because, like, I mean, they're communicating in the same sense that a plant communicates with the ground when it drinks water from. Like, are we stretching the definition of communication just so that we can make it sound cool that mushrooms communicate with each other? Sure. Pink paste. Who do we believe this is? All this stuff, grooming stuff. Like, it's either you or... No, you don't really have anything. So it's got to be you. This is everyone. Okay, so you're the only one. Where was that again? Here. Well, you're the only one with a moustache. You've got this pink paste, but maybe it just happens to also be pink. So my best guess for who's done this to you is you. And which one are you? This one, right? Yes. White powder. Oh, sorry, yellow powder. literally looking at the thing and saying white when it was actually yellow. Yellow powder. It's extreme nausea, non-fatal. It's the same stuff that's in the mushrooms, basically. But maybe you just take that stuff. So that you're not overdosing on it, you're just taking it so that you can have these kinds of experiences. Loving kindness meditation. Discover your connection with the loving cosmos. Is there some sign? They're not attacking us, they're trying to scare us away. That means they are themselves afraid. Yeah, okay. So you've been taking the yellow powder, but you are not yourself overdosing on it. I think you have poisoned this one somehow using this. But how is the the whiskey is like clearly a big mystery still remaining that I need to resolve. How has that come about? What's the what points to this at all? Black Raven whiskey. I mean, the label's red, which may or may not mean anything, I guess. I mean, it might not be you, it's just that you're benefiting from it. And maybe there's a bit of a red herring there. I don't think it's you either, there's not much of a indication. What is this? No idea. Let's just look at it. Why is it like, okay, why are there two pictures? Smaller one, bigger one, more of the stuff going through the air. And then there's roots. Can I see any interesting plants around? Any roots? Is this plant here? There's cigarettes here. Do you also smoke other cigarettes? Possibly. Is this like a tobacco thing? Oh, that's also got the same symbol on it. Okay, so that connects to that, so that's definitely true. But that's not what I was worried about anyway. This is you. Should we just do the tents now? This is you. This is you. And then this is you. Okay, I think I know who the tents are. Okay. Okay, so this is how we're doing this. So you here. You here. You are this one. You are this one. And you're this one. Okay, so then here, it's going to be you there. The captain, which I'm making a bit of a guess on. Like, there's not really much information about these two, so for sure. I think it's you, and then you here. Yay, cool. Like, okay, so I'm really liking this DLC. Perhaps, like, it's definitely one of my favorites of the whole thing. Well, I mean, at least so far. But I do wish there were slightly more concrete things just from the scene. At least, I mean, maybe I'm just not noticing something. But I always like it when there's like a cool thing to notice. And you're like, oh, that makes it like absolutely certain that this person's doing this or whatever. Whereas I feel like they're a little bit fuzzier, these, especially when it gets to like in the previous case, like there was some fuzziness around the bullets, and there was some fuzziness about what happened with the guy who went down and got hit by the ladder. And in the first case, there's some fuzziness around what happened with Garner in the past, and yeah, I kind of wish that fuzziness wasn't there because it makes me like uncomfortable about going to the next step and like trying to answer stuff. I want to go in like with certainty. That's like the most satisfying thing. These factors show that pirate crew's deaths were caused by... right, so... lack of oxygen in blood. Because their entire... and nerve agent presence from the... So it's this and this. I'm going to double check this before I fill in the whole thing. Caused by... I forget what the thing was called. This one, promodal salt, anesthetic. So I guess he knew it was an anesthetic. Did you give them too much? What happened there? Maybe I'm wrong. Hold on. Paralyzes lungs, but they did have dilated eyes, so they do have one of these. If it was this overheats body, which would do red, which is not what it is. Definitely not that. Overheats body, definitely not that. These extreme nausea, non-fatal, so it has to be. I hope. These factors, something, show that Antoine Spilsbury's death, okay, we don't have to say who it is, was caused by... not the neurosynth, something else. Not one of those, one of these. The pink paste, I think? Causing something. So fatal, all fatal. Cools body, no. Causes extreme airway inflammation, leading to blockage, fatal. But then your whole body would be blue. Stops hearts, fatal. There was something about the heart. Low oxygen in blood, but that would make you blue if your heart was stopped. Yes, okay. So it's not that either. So finally, it is this. Blocks organs' ability to retrieve oxygen from blood. Okay, so then I guess the other question is, why are you overheated as well? Or is there another reason why you can be that? Oxygen oversaturation in blood. Right, because it's not being taken away. Yes, okay. That's all that is. Alright. So, overheated body. Oh. I feel like there's multiple things here. There's suffocation as well. As in, like the blue tongue is like from suffocation. But then I guess suffocation specifically means, yeah, okay, so this is like drawing too much of a conclusion. It's really just that your tongue isn't able to get oxygen from the blood. Yeah, okay. Did I figure out why you're red? Yeah, because of oversaturation of oxygen. Yep, okay. So it's not about the suffocation, really. It's about overheated body and too much oxygen in blood. But those are like the same thing. As we've learned, like too much oxygen in blood causes your body to overheat. So I'm not quite sure what this is wanting me to say. What's the thing called? Pharaxin. I still don't quite get the thing as well. Pharaxin. I guess technically, okay, is there like a pair of these that could imply something else? Like overheated body. Well, I guess those are the only two that do apply, right? Overheated body, too much oxygen, blood. I'm surprised that there's nothing to say like blue tongue. Yeah, that's weird. But I think it is just these two. Oh no, okay. Something's wrong. 2 or fewer incorrect. Lack of oxygen in blood. For the ones in the past, yes, yes. Oh, that's going to be actually suffocation. Or not. Oh, or just cool body. Wait, hold on. Cool body. This feels a bit ambiguous. Maybe it's allowing multiple things. So definitely nerve agent present, that was a thing. Too much oxygen, like... hallucinogen overdose. What does that even... what does that mean? Well, there's 2 of those, but how would I how would I, well, because of the tongue, yeah, okay. But none of them have that, so that's definitely not a thing. Okay, so we're counting that out, we're counting that out. Oh, what are the signs of damaged intestine? Yeah, that colour tongue. I mean, we can't see the tongues on the other people, so that can't be my indicator. So it's not those. So then we've got lack of oxygen in blood, too much oxygen in blood. Which we've got up there. No nerve agent present because your eyes aren't dilated. I'm thinking about this one. So not that. Suffocation. I mean, unless you are saying that that is supposed to be suffocation. Because I mean, yes, it does say it here, but I think I thought the trick was meant to be that, like, well, obviously you haven't actually suffocated. What's actually happened? Like, what counts as suffocation? To me, suffocation would be like if your like windpipe was blocked and you couldn't breathe in any oxygen at all. But I guess maybe just because it says blue here and suffocation there, I should just put suffocation in, and I'm like overthinking that. So then, what the other 2 things would be wrong? Well, aren't they both true? Well, I guess I don't know that your body's overheated, so is it just this? And then that one back to, what did they do before? I don't know that their body's cold, but I do know that they have a lack of oxygen in blood. Yes, okay. Okay. Okay, so it's very specifically about like what do I actually know? Even though like by the way everything's explained in the book, like if they do have too much oxygen in blood, then they will be overheated, right? That is like what that says. No? I guess because of this, some chemicals can also induce it. There's okay, I guess that's the thing you're supposed to factor in. It's like, okay, so it's not the only cause of having a high body temperature. Okay, sure. It's got the kind of like pedantry that sometimes the cases like include, but it's like, oh, okay, great, sure. In 1797, some of the contractors. Okay, so what's the order of operations here? The doctor, Ada Baker, contracted whatever the heck it is you get from this scarlet fever. Prevent themselves from getting ill, something, and something. The this she provided. So we've got not Stefan Garner, Stefan, Jacques Triton, Cyril Amiot, and Tom Adkin. Took. Consumed? Is it consumed? I thought it was a liquid. I mean, yeah, I guess they could have drunk it. I mean, yeah, that's probably the main way you would... Yeah, I don't know why I was getting confused about that. The remaining crew member, somebody... Stefan Garner was something, the something, having something on something, having slept on duty, watch duty, was denied, refused the promodal salt. However, the something was something, the promodal salt was a neurotoxin, was poisonous. Sure. So these three people again. In 1927, something wanted the expedition like to leave after something was the body of our good old friend was discovered. In 1927, something wanted the expedition terminated. That's the word. And we're talking about Antoine Spilsbury, to ensure that the expedition continued. Yep. Somebody, something, poisoned. Or not poisoned, killed. Somehow it's in your whiskey, I guess. I might have this wrong, it's possible. What's the thing I'm looking for? I've forgotten. Not on this page, Ferraxin, I think. Hopefully. Oh, no, in fact, we know that, don't we, from the other thing? Yes, that was already confirmed. It's totally going to be Jasper, right? Killed Antoine Spilsbury. No! Was it somebody else? Am I supposed to take it as just like, well, you've got like a pink thing in here, so therefore that is the thing? You seem like the most motivated to do it, but I guess there's only the yellow powder. Okay, that feels like... Then suddenly the game doesn't have the pedantry that it had before, if this is the thing. Yeah, you're just like saying, yeah, you just want to keep going, so it's actually... I think that's what's going on. What's your name? Ivan Kearns? Oh no, still not. Did I get something else wrong? That's right. Consumed? Yeah. Refused was... Yeah. Having slept on watch duty. However, the primordial salt was poisonous. Is that the right word? Nothing. Interesting. Killed with nothing. Am I right about the scarlet fever? Oh, I should double check that it is that one. It is that one, right? Red pockmarks. Yellowing eyes, though. I mean, is it possible that you actually have this? Vomiting, high temperature, fever. They both give high temperature and fever. Very high temperature. But no yellowing eyes. So maybe you have this? So where the red pockmarks come from? Do you have both? Not that. Here. You don't have yellow eyes. So where's that come from? A sick woman. Well, sick doesn't necessarily mean vomiting. The witch proclaims herself stricken with illness. Have you faked it or something? No. I mean, you do have a brush with red stuff on it. Have you faked it? I think you have, haven't you? And because your eyes aren't yellow, that's the thing that we're doing. So it's actually this. And maybe that was correct before. No, still not right. Oh, you didn't actually get anything. Sorry, I'm just mixing up my theories there. So then maybe it is you. Yes, okay, sure, we'll accept. I accidentally went back to my previous theory of like, oh, it's the mosquito thing. It's like, no, she had nothing. She's faked the thing. Okay, yeah. Ada Baker painted red spots on the face to convince the crew she had scarlet fever. Why though? As the ship's surgeon, she prescribed them all a prophylactic antidote, which was actually poison. Only Stefan survived as Captain Triton denied him the dose, which was actually poison. When Antoine Spilsbury saw Radigan Alita's bloated body strung up like a scarecrow, he panicked and wanted to end the expedition. As the financier and ship owner, his decision would have been final to prevent this from happening. Ivan Kearns laced Antoine's whiskey with a deadly pink paste, which he had kept in his tent disguised as a moustache flask. Yeah, like, I do kind of feel like this case was like both expecting pedantry, and then, like, when it came to the paste, it was like, well, just because I can't see a pink paste in that tent doesn't mean it's not there. It's like making you go, like, it's making you go, well, each one's got exactly one thing in their tent, and therefore we just assume that it's the one thing that they've got. And I don't like the mixing of those two things, of it being like pedantic in one place and not pedantic in another place. Like, I would much prefer a stronger indication somewhere. Like, it can be subtle, but as long as it's like, it's more like binding. Like, it must be true that it was Ivan Kearns that did this. I don't think it has that. Anyway. Cool. Dear Quick Eye Steward, it has come to our attention that a new obsession has gripped Port Armando, the hunt for the legendary Captain Triton's treasure. We require you to proceed there, immediately investigate the matter thoroughly. Okay, so Quick Eye Steward, where this is the, yeah, whatever they're called. Our sources suggest that the treasure may contain the fabled Lemurian artifact known as the Wish Bloom. According to legend, the Wish Bloom possesses the ability to grant wishes, but it does so in a perverse and twisted manner. Securing this artifact is of utmost importance to our organization. However, you are to exercise the highest degree of caution in its presence. We have enclosed a Lemurian text detailing the known properties and behaviors of the Wish Bloom. Study it carefully. Finally, you will need to contact our initiate, whose details are provided over leaf. He will obey your orders and help you in this mission. Yours in the mask, Quick Eye Master. Okay, so there's that creature with 3 eyes. Where's the overleaf? Who are you? I recognize you. I really recognize you. Who are you? I guess that'll become clear next time. How do I know you? From something. Alright, yeah, see you all next time, folks, and we'll keep going. Alright, goodbye.